And welcome back into the Rosemont Ice Arena here for Game 2 of our NIHL Northern Illinois Hockey League National Division Girls All-Star Game. This is the 19U game. We just finished up the 16U game. You saw some of the highlights from that between Team Superior and Team Midwest. And now we're going to get ready for Game 2. This is the 19U matchup between Team Superior and Team Midwest. And we're still waiting for the teams that come out on the ice. Supposed to have an 8:30 push-off here, but they seem to be a little bit delayed. So we're going to kind of see what the situation is here. But in terms of getting the teams on the ice, it was a good first game for the 16Us who played here on the West Rink just before that. And then also we had the 12U game over in the East Rink. That one completed as well. And now the 14U game is underway over on the East Rink. And in short fashion, we'll get the 19U game underway here on the West Rink and here on the Marquee Sports Network. So getting ready to do that, and we'll bring some ice time down to ice level shortly. And we'll talk with Chris Rouse, the second person in our broadcast booth, as he's going to get a chance to interview one of the coaches. And we're going to find out if it's Team Superior or Team Midwest again in dark. We think dark is Team Superior again. And so we're going to look to get that set up down at ice level. And we'll have that shortly. Now they're getting situations down now. The national division level, the Northern Illinois Hockey League launched the national level of play in the 23-24 season. The team counts in girls 12U, 14U, and 16U. They're very healthy, and they allow for teams to be divided in National American divisions. Qualification for the national level is based solely on a team's on-ice performance, either during seeding round play or an early regular season play. This format ensures that only the strongest girls' Tier 2 teams playing in NIHL ascend to the highest level of play in the league, the national level. Girls All-Star selections come from the national level teams. The number of All-Stars from each team is based on the regular season standings as of December 3rd. And now let's bring it down to ice level with Chris Rouse. And Chris, go ahead and take it away.
All right, I'm here down here with head coach Ryan Sullivan for Team Superior, getting ready for this final game of our doubleheader. Coach, how are you feeling about going into this last game coming up in just a moment?
Yeah, just really excited. I mean, this is such a fun experience for these girls to get to, these guys battle against each other all season long, and now they get to actually, have a little fun, play with girls that they battled against, and just get to know each other. It's a small world, so it's a really cool experience for them to get to know each other even better. It's awesome.
What kind of play do you expect to see in this All-Star game? I know we have a lot of players, a bit of a mix of both styles of play. So what do you expect? A fast-paced style, more physical? What do you say?
I would be surprised if it got overly physical. I think these girls realize it's an all-star game. We got holidays coming up. I think hopefully we'll see faster paced and try to create some fun plays and, give the crowd something to cheer about. I don't think there's going to be a lot of emotions out here and getting too physical, but who knows? We'll see.
All right. Now, obviously, the PWHL, that's been on the rise as of late. And we got a lot of young women out here that are trying to put their skills to use to try to make a PWHL career. How do you think the PWHL influences these young women as they try to move forward in their own hockey career?
Yeah, no, it's great. They were here yesterday for the showcase game, and a lot of the girls from the community across the whole state in Wisconsin, they came from everywhere to come to that game yesterday. The whole lower bowl and half the top part of All-State was sold out. Fantastic experience. It was great hockey, fast-paced. A lot of big role models out there, obviously Kendall Coyne and the like. So it was they're doing a lot for hockey, and I hope it continues to grow. It really is great for these girls to have something to aspire to at the professional level. It's super cool.
Right. Good to hear you say that. Also, you're doing a lot for hockey as well. So thank you for all that you do for these young girls as they try to move forward in their lives as well. So thank you.
It's a big effort across the whole community. It's awesome.
All right. We're glad to have you here at the All-Star game. Back to you, Eric.
All right. Thanks, Chris, and thanks, Coach. And, yeah, as we mentioned before in the 16U game, just the coaches, the coaching staff, the team managers, all the hockey organizations just trying to volunteer their time to make youth hockey and girls hockey the best that it can be. here in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Let's talk about the All-Star roster selection. So players were nominated by their clubs, and the selection for the All-Star team was made by members of the Girls All-Star Committee and from NIHL's executive board. Goalies were nominated by opposing team coaches, and the top vote getters were named to the Girls All-Star roster. We also talked about Girls All-Star volunteers. The league and the players would like to express their gratitude to all the National Committee members, volunteers, and partners that make the All-Star event a fun and rewarding experience for the kids of the Northern Illinois Hockey League. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have our announcements for player lineups here in the 19U All-Star Game on Marquee Sports Network. Welcome back to the Rosemont Ice Arena. We are getting ready for player introductions here for the 19U All-Star Game. Team Midwest will be in the white jerseys and Team Superior in the dark jerseys. And we're going to get ready with our announcements here shortly. For the lineups, we'll start with Team Superior, and then we'll have Team Midwest. The Northern Illinois Hockey League historically has been the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of travel hockey organizations from Illinois as well as from Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play for the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 all-girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of this season. And for more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, NIHL president, or visit the website at nihl.info. All right, the teams have broken up their huddle, and we're going to take it down to ice level with Chris Rouse here shortly as he's pulling double duty here. He's doing PA for the introductions for the players and their lineups. They're doing a final gather up before the bench before they go line up at each of the team's blue lines. Or I should say the goal line. And then they'll make their way to the blue line. right, so player lineups have been introduced, and we're just about ready to get underway here at the Rosemont Ice Arena here in the West Rink for the girls 19U National Division All-Star Game for the Northern Illinois Hockey League, Midwest Superior Girls Hockey, coming up here on the Marquee Sports Network, also on the NIHL TV network. Thanks so much for tuning in, whichever channel you're watching this game on. We're at the brand new Rosemont Ice Arena. This is a wonderful facility. This is the new home of the Chicago Wolves for their practice facility, as they're right next door to Allstate Arena now, so that makes it really convenient for the Wolves players and organization. Had the opportunity to get a tour last week and it walked around here in this rink, and it's just such an impressive rink in between both rinks. You have nice service area, bar area. You can get some food. Just a lot of good vantage points for watching, and then the really strong bleachers section too. So getting ready to get underway. The Team Midwest in the white jerseys or light jerseys will be going right to left from our center ice vantage point to start things off. In goal for Midwest, it'll be Leafs goalie Maisie Thompson, who will lead the charge for Team Midwest in net. And then for Team Superior in net is Emma Richley of the Hawks. So those are your two goaltenders, Richley to our left and Thompson to our right. Team Superior will go left to right to start things off here in period number one. Drop pass to the far point. That shot deflected, does not get on net. Nyan tried to center it. Now Sorcy rung it around to the far wall. Here's Sorcy's side of the net looking for a centering opportunity. Good stick handling work there by Sorcy. And then tried to throw it between the circles, but it gets out to center ice. So good possession time there for Team Superior, but nothing to show for it, as now Team Midwest looks to get into the Team Superior zone, but nothing doing for the moment. You kind of have that early kind of feeling out period there for both teams here as they're trying to get used to playing with players they don't normally play with, even though for some lines they try and match up with the same teammates. So you're going to see some of that on some of the forward lines, maybe some on the defense pairing as well, but it doesn't always work that way. So you're going to play with some players that you're unfamiliar with playing with, and you just have to get used to that. So part of that early first period is getting used to that. Now, I say that in the 16U game, we had a goal about just short of 3 minutes into the game as Josie Cullison was able to get the first goal of the game for Team Midwest. They wound up winning 3-0, but that was an early goal there. Play below the goal line, over to the far wall. It's going to be kept in nicely by Raymond. Rings it around to the far wall. And then pinching in is Mia Sullivan of the Hawks, trying to keep it in, but it gets out to center. And then it's dumped into the Team Superior zone, and heading for a change is Ellie Hartnett of Glenview. Puck comes loose. That's scooped up by Team Superior. They'll ring it along the far wall. That's going to go into the near corner. Heil picks it up for Team Midwest, or Hurdle, and shovels that one ahead. Superior has had the better of play so far. And now they backhand it inside the zone. Here's Sorcy again. Sorcy tried to do the stick lift there, but was denied. Sarah Scott was able to gain possession. Now Sorcy gets it back, throws it to the far point. Shot on net, that's paddled aside. Nice early save there made by Maisie Thompson. And now going the other way for Team Midwest, and then heading for a change is Riley Hurdle of St. Jude. You get a couple of St. Jude players on each side tonight. We didn't have any in the 16U. Oh, that one brought outside the zone. And now this could be a giveaway. It is, but not a whole lot on that shot, as that one was pushed ahead by Gabby Belkin of the Hawks, but just wasn't able to get it on net. Now that puck's going to come all the way down. No icing, though, as the officials wave that off. And now looking to restart is Team Midwest. Bernard shoveling it ahead to Fitzpatrick. Taken by Team Superior, near wall. Houlihan trying to move it ahead. And steals it from her teammate there. That is Lauren Deutsch. Then the puck comes outside the zone. Superior brings it inside between the circles. Poke check. And now Team Midwest will backhand it outside the zone. Houlihan. And Houlihan will skid over to the bench, head for a change. Midwest behind the net. That's Sydney Cowan of Badger City. And now the puck, there's a four-player battle. Comes out along the far wall. Someone loses their lumber there. And that's picked back up. I believe that was Kira Hogarth of the Warhawks. She's able to get her stick back. Now here comes Team Superior. We're under the 10-minute mark here. Period number 1, no score. 15-minute periods here in 19U. And now the puck comes out to center. Superior just dump it in as heading for a change is Madison Strokas. Out to center, missing connection there. Pass was intended for Ellie Hartnett, but unable to make the connection. Now Superior goes the other way. Backhanding centering attempt, and then stuffed and making the save and holding on is Maisie Thompson on that effort by Team Superior, trying to get that opening goal there. As you can see, it's shoveled on, and she's able to close the wickets there, and nothing gets by Maisie Thompson on that particular attempt.
Here we go, Eric, and it's early going. A lengthy filling out process between these two teams. Most of this matchup so far in the neutral zone and in deep. We've seen a lot of line changes from Superior trying to adjust in the early going.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. We talked about the teams in the first game, in that 16U game. We had a goal less than 3 minutes in, but now you're talking we are almost 7 minutes into the opening period and still no score. Not that there hasn't been chances, just that no one's been able to dent the score sheet yet.
And it's been unfortunate for Midwest. They have had a few good looks, but they've also had players sort of slip down prior to the shot attempts or just to get into position.
Yeah, that'll happen. Ice is slippery. Play in front of the Superior zone. Then the puck is thrown all the way down to Maisie Thompson, who'll just slow that one down and then leave it for her teammate Riley Hurdle. And that one gets dumped into Superior zone below the goal line and sort of shoveled ahead. Good touch passing there by Team Superior. It wasn't on their stick long, and they're going to get a break. And then carrying it in and losing the handle, just got in too tight with Sorcy. We mentioned her name a couple times here. She's very creative and good with the stick. Speed, but just that puck cutter eluded her as she got in too tight in on the net, and Maisie Thompson. Puck deflected into the Team Midwest zone. And that puck is pushed up ice by Sarah Hillier. And then back inside Midwest zone, where it's going to be played by Hurdle. Hurdle finds teammate Sarah Scott. Carried back in by Superior. That was Landon with the shot. That sailed over the cage of Thompson. And now it's kept in. Circling around, Reese Landon. Centering attempt. That one almost goes through the paint. Over to the far wall. Another centering attempt that's denied. Good stick work there by Team Midwest and Ava Broderick of the Leafs. Now over to the far wall. Team Superior keeping it inside the zone for now. They'll shovel it down low. And it's going to be picked up by Team Midwest. They'll bring it forward into the zone. Hannah Houlihan of the Hawks brings it in. And the puck's, that time it came out. That was a good keep initially by Team Midwest, but then it came outside the zone. Houlihan behind her own net. She'll stop and throw it over to the near wall where she has some support. Fitzpatrick battling, comes out with it. Tried to pass it to Scott, but then it was stolen away. And then shot on net and score on the giveaway. And Team Superior gets the first goal. That is Bryn Clare. Check that. Yeah, I think that's Bryn Clare who gets the tally. Here you can see the giveaway, and Clare right between the circles over the left shoulder of Maisie Thompson. And Bryn Clare gets the goal, first goal here, coming with around the 6-minute mark. And it's a 1-0 lead for Team Superior. So first team to dent the scoreboard is Team Superior. And it was kind of a matter of time because most of the action has been tilted to our right. And that time Bryn Clare got the giveaway. Pass was intended for Sarah Scott. Didn't get there. And then Bryn Clare was able to bury it over the shoulder of Thompson.
And to your point, Eric, about the ice being tilted, great job on the back line by Napolitano and St. Meyer. Not often do you talk about the back line defenders, but they've done a good job of keeping Team Midwest from crossing the red line at the middle of the ice.
That is a good point, as Bryn Clare, our goal scorer, actually took a spill into her own net to our left there, shaken up a little bit. She's going to head to the bench, but she seems to be okay. And now we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Team Midwest wins it. Shot goes wide, however, of the left post. Play along the near wall. Kept in by Team Midwest. Shot, save! Quick snapshot there by Gabby Belkin, but making the save is Emma Richley of the Hawks, keeping it a 1-0 lead for Team Superior.
Snap save there by Richley. That one appeared as if it was earmarked for the net. And at the last moment, Richley able to get that trapper up and make the save.
Yeah, Belkin did have a lot on that shot, Chris, but it was an even better save there by Richley. Now the puck will skitter out to the neutral zone. Team Superior, this is a 2-on-2 effort. And then good job losing the stick, but keeping the player off the puck there. That was Olivia Bernardini of Glenview for Team Midwest. Now Cowan. Self-pass to the near corner. That's kept in by Team Superior. Bernardini again with another nice stick. Trying to shovel it ahead. And then she'll backhand it down low as she heads off for a change. So Team Superior gained possession. We're under 4.5 minutes to play. 1-0 lead for Team Superior. Far point. Puck is kept in for the moment. Superior trying to get it down low. Still inside the zone. Now Hilliard trying to take it away, unable to. That shot whistled wide. That was a good effort there, coming off the stick of Maria Zhang at Glenview. Zhang in that far corner. And then the pass to the near point. Not sure if that was intended for near point or far point, but either way, it split the difference and went all the way back inside Team Superior zone. Back comes Team Superior. Stick handling, shot, score! And that's Zhang. Maria Zhang going left to right and then firing it past Maisie Thompson. And Maria Zhang gets the goal. There you see she goes from left to right and then fires that past Maisie Thompson. She had a lot on that one as well, did Zhang. So Zhang gets the goal and gives Superior a 2-0 lead.
And that was an interesting breakout there for Team Superior. There was a bit of a miscommunication on that pass between the two defenders. And after the puck bounced off the boards and set up the wide open goal for Zhang, and she put it home.
Yeah, they were able to transition quickly after having that puck sent back down inside their zone. Hernal Hillier. Hillier loses possession. Shot on net and making the save and doing a nice job there. Oh, that's Ella Gunai in net. No, check that.
That'll be Maddie Myers in that net.
Yeah, Maddie Myers in net. That's 31. So it was initially Maisie Thompson. Now it's Madison Myers in net as she comes in. New goaltender for Team Midwest. Yeah, I wasn't expecting an in-period change. I know they changed them at the start of each period, Chris, but this time Team Midwest wanted to do a goalkeeper change after the second goal.
Yeah, all-star game, so you would maybe expect a change a little bit earlier. Maybe, like you said, you want them to get every period, but now you're still down 2-0. It does appear that maybe Team Midwest is feeling, hey, we want to win this game, so let's go to goal switch.
So that's what they did. So it's Madison Myers in net, and we'll see if she starts second period for Team Midwest. Slapper from the top of the near circle by Teska. That one sailed over to the crossbar of Myers. Kept inside the zone. Back to Teska. Touch pass down low. Backhand towards the slot. Doesn't get there, and Broderick throws it out to center ice. That's going to be tracked down by Team Superior. Down to 2 minutes remaining in the opening frame. 2-0 lead for Team Superior. Out to center. Team Superior will have a chance here. Backhand pass does not make the connection. And now Team Midwest trying to shovel a bunch of Warhawks on the ice here for both teams. Shot on net. Oh, steered aside by Myers. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan of the Hawks for Team Superior, circling around. Backhand pass to the far point, and then tipped away. Nice job defensively there by Team Midwest for the moment. But then it's kept in. Here's Sorcy. Sorcy eludes one defender. Stick handles along the blue line. Sorcy drops it back to the far point. Shot towards the net. That deflects off the shin pad of Bernardini and then thrown back in the zone, but Superior hadn't cleared, so that's going to be an offsides call against Team Superior. During the second period, Chris will try an effort to interview, I guess at this time, this would be the Team Midwest coach. Before they switch halfway through, Chris, you got to be pretty adept at doing that.
Right, going to have to probably run out onto the ice here before we start that period. Try to get with the rapid pace that we're moving.
Oh, and then we get a crash into the net there. Everyone looks to be okay. As you see Richley just kind of navigating the area there. Here you see the push in. Yeah, a couple players falling into Richley there, but able to hold on and make the save. Face off to the left of Richley. Behind the net. Superior looks to come out of the zone. They do. They could have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Sorcy stops, spins. Pass between the circles, but it was denied as Pasternak did a good job there, denying the shot on net to Madison Myers. It's under 10 seconds remaining. Here's a keep in the zone by Team Midwest. Shot and an easy glove save made by Emma Richley and holds on with just a couple ticks left on the clock. There you're going to see the quick glove save. No real traffic to speak of there in front of Richley. So we'll drop the puck, and unless they get a shot on net, that'll probably be the end of period number 1, with Team Superior holding a 2-0 lead. And that is the case. A 2-0 lead for Team Superior over Team Midwest. We'll take a break. You're watching NIHL 19U Girls Hockey All-Star Game on Marquee Sports Network. Back here at Rosemont Ice Arena, Team Superior with a 2-0 lead over Team Midwest in the Girls National Division 19U All-Star Game, live from Rosemont Ice Arena here on Marquee Sports Network and the NIHL TV network. Thanks for tuning in. Pair of goals in that first period from Team Superior. Bryn Clare got the opening goal for Team Superior, Bryn Clare of the Warhawks. And then Maria Zhang got the second goal for Team Superior, and that's where we stand 2-0 as we get ready to head into second period action. We'll do a goalie check here. We talked about Madison Myers came in with like about 2-3 minutes remaining in that first period. She came in for Team Midwest in relief of Maisie Thompson. And so we'll see if Madison Myers takes the net for Team Midwest when we start the second period. They'll be going left to right here in period number 2. And right to left will be Team Superior. And we're waiting to see who the goalie is there. Yeah, so it is Madison Myers in net for Team Midwest. As she's heading down, getting a few punches to her Hawk teammates. And then coming over to our right to take the net, this is Claire McGuire of the Warhawks. So Claire McGuire is your second period goaltender for Team Superior. McGuire to our right and Myers to our left for Team Midwest. And we're underway in period 2. Again, 15-minute periods here in 19U. 2-0 lead for Team Midwest, or Team Superior. Pushed up along the near boards. Strakas trying to get it outside the zone. Unable to. Team Midwest keeps it in. Shot attempt from Hartnett doesn't get on net. Now it's pushed over to the far wall. And is brought outside into the neutral zone. Here goes Team Superior. Inside the zone. Centering attempt. That one deflected. Oh, that one was close quarters there as that one almost tucked past the right post. But unable to get it there. Now this could be a breakout, but it's rolling too far ahead, and it's going to be covered up by Claire McGuire. In pursuit was Lucia Lavalle, but it was just too far out in front, and Claire McGuire just covered up for the save.
And then on the other end, Eric, Madison Myers, that was an amazing save. She was able to just stick the leg out and really just cover up the goal line. That prevented Superior from getting the goal.
Yeah, you had a better angle of that, Chris, because I wasn't able to see. There was a lot of traffic there, and that one was right on the doorstep. You're right.
And, yeah, that's how Superior ended up with the puck. Actually, there was an opening on that right post, but it was pulled away and knocked down by Myers.
So an attempt there by Superior to break open a 3-0 lead, but it was denied there by Myers. As she takes over net duties here for the second period after she came in with about 2-3 minutes to go in the first period for Team Midwest, keeping her team close. Puck goes out to the neutral zone. Then it's pushed into Superior territory where it's going to be tracked down by Raymond. Cross-ice pass and pushed ahead by Natalie Gasecki. Now Gasecki goes for it in the far corner, but it's thrown over to the near corner. And then out to center. Stick handling inside their own zone. That was more Superior play as they skate inside the zone. Centering attempt, that whistles right through the paint. Now below the goal line. Missing the connection there. That was Talon Sorcy again. Then the puck skitters out to center ice, and then it'll roll into Superior zone. Backtracking to get possession there for the Leafs is Madeline St. Meyer. Here's St. Meyer circling. Throws it over to the near wall where Zhang pushes it ahead. Inside the zone. Pass to Zhang, rolls off her stick, and Team Midwest breaks out to center. Inside the zone. Coming in is Gabby Belkin. And shot on net and save made. That was the first big save made by Claire McGuire. And now Superior shovels it out into Midwest territory. Play will go behind the net. 4-player battle along that near corner. Pulled out by Team Midwest, and they'll send it out to center ice where St. Meyer gathers it up for Superior, dumps it back in, and she heads for a change. Centering attempt, no one home for Superior, but it's kept in. Backhand attempt, pass on the stick. A Zhang backhander denied. Not sure if that got on to Meyer, but Zhang looking for her second goal of the game, denied there. Now going the other way is Serena Galani. Dumped inside Midwest territory, behind the net. They'll shovel that one ahead. Hannah Houlihan. And a player goes down for Team Midwest, but it's thrown out to center. And then coming off the bench, this could be a break here. Hartnett centering attempt, but it's stolen. And has taken that one away was Bryn Clare. So doing it on both ends of the ice, offense and defense. Now the puck is thrown back in. That's going to be an icing call against Team Midwest. With 10:37 remaining. And here you get a good look at that save by McGuire. And then on the other end, Madison Meyer, as that was Zhang looking for her second goal. But she was denied on the other end. So each goaltender coming up with a couple key saves. For Meyer, keeping her team within 2. And for Claire McGuire, keeping Team Midwest off the board. That one on net. We'll have a oh, did we get a goal there? I didn't even see that. That was the most. All right, Chris, who did you have on that?
Yeah, they gave it to Deutsch on the goal, so she was able to sneak it right past Myers to make it 3-0 Superior.
Lauren Deutsch?
Yes, Lauren Deutsch. Got
Okay.
it. She was able to get it just outside of the centering pass. She was just on the edge of that right face-off circle, able to fire one pass on that right side of the net.
That was the most look. I didn't see any celebrating. I don't know if they weren't sure if it went in or not, but it was like, next thing I know, they're coming to center ice. So
most of the people here at the table, yeah, we couldn't see it either. So we were waiting on the response from the official. It was a little delayed, but yes, there was a goal.
So we'll get another look at it at the next break there to kind of let a better look at it. But yeah, I missing on that one. Long as you got it though, because you have to announce it down there too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have a direct track to the official, so I can ask, is that a goal? He said yes.
Here comes Superior with a shot and a glove save made And then holding on for the faceoff is Myers. And now we get a look at that goal. And that one, oh yeah, it snuck through the wickets off the shot from Deutsch. So that's why it took a while before it got past goaltender Madison Myers. And now in net, we have a goalie change again. And in net for Team Midwest is Michaela Francis. So changing up the goalies in quick fashion there is Team Midwest. And Michaela Francis now in net to our left for Team Midwest.
Considering the timing of these substitutions with the goalies, it makes you wonder if that last 10 minutes is up for grabs for those goalies on that Team Midwest roster.
Like goalie roulette or something
Exactly.
in that final 10? Yeah. We'll see. Play along the near wall. 3-0 lead now for Team Superior. But Hartnett with a shot and a save made by Claire McGuire, as Team Superior is just going with one goalie each period. And obviously, they haven't let up a tally yet, so they have a little more luxury to do that at this moment. There's a shot that's deflected from Bernardi. 5 players hacking away along the wall. Bernardi pulls out with it, looking for an outlet, and then just flips it on net. And McGuire able to make the save. And then it's just shoveled back to McGuire by Madeline St. Meyer.
Certainly a high IQ play there by St. Meyer. Just shielded the puck so no one on the opposite team could take a shot. Just made sure her goaltender could get the icing there.
Yeah, and I love we're looking at this replay where St. Meyer just slowly pushes it over to goaltender McGuire to cover up for the faceoff. 8:16 to go, and then it looks like we have the coaching change going on here. So when Chris gets a moment, he'll try an effort to interview who's now going to be the head coach of Team Superior. So he went from being down 3-0 to up 3-0 by making that switch. Below the goal line, Team Midwest looking to trying to get their first tally here. And that puck's going to come out to the neutral zone. Take it away, Chris.
All right, hello. I'm down here with Coach Nick Lavelle. Nick, pretty fun All-Star festivities. How are you feeling about coaching in this All-Star game?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I think, especially for this group, this is mostly seniors and juniors, right? Giving them a chance to just get acknowledged and come out here low key and just play a fun game. I mean, these guys, they go hard against each other all year, and it's nice to just let them kind of just play for fun.
How do you feel about the coaches changing teams in the middle of the All-Star game? I feel like it adds a level of competitiveness to it.
Yeah, I think the great part is.
Looks like you got a goal there, Chris.
The great part of it is we kind of show that there's no affiliation here. We're just here for the game and for the girls, right? And all of us coaches have players on both benches too, so it kind of makes sense.
I would like to thank you for coming out and everything you do for the league. So enjoy the All-Star game. Continue going on with your coaching.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Chris. And that goal was scored by Talon Sorcy. As Chris gets on the PA to mention that now. And that's a 4-goal lead here for Team Superior. So you never know what's going to happen live, Chris, when you're doing an interview, a goal scored, but you're able to play that one off nicely. We had a nice replay of it as well.
I'm glad it worked out, man. This double duty thing, I'm glad I'm talented enough.
That's right. I'm glad of that too. Play along the far wall, and it's shoveled out to the neutral zone, where it's picked up by Hartnett. And now Team Midwest trying to push it back into Team Superior territory. We're down to 6.5 minutes remaining in period 2. Big 4-goal lead for Team Superior. And they'll take possession of the puck inside their own zone along the near wall. That is Emilia Raymond of St. Jude. Over to the far corner. Teska. Now Deutsch, one of the goal scorers for Superior. And going the other way is Madison Strokas on net. That's pushed aside by Michaela Francis. Third goaltender in the net for Team Midwest. Attempt to get that one outside the zone, unable to. And then that was a big shot there from Teska, but it went wide. Now the puck out to the neutral zone. Carried back by Superior. Moving it ahead is Mia Sullivan. Sullivan, tough angle shot, making the save and holding on is Michaela Francis. You never know. You throw the puck on net, and that's exactly what Sullivan does here. Tough angle, but able to make that save. Glove save, and holding on was Michaela Francis. Face off to the left of Francis.
And you can notice, Eric, with that 4-0 lead, Superior, they're not letting up. They're still putting shots on the net.
No, they're hungry for more, which you should be. It's an all-star game. You want to go full bore as much as you can. Obviously, keep yourself in good position health-wise and safe. But, yeah, both teams are definitely going to want to put the puck in the net. And obviously, the goalkeepers don't want any of that. And they're doing their best to try and deny. Puck goes back inside the Midwest zone. We'll have to skate after it. Is Amelia Raymond. Now out to center ice. Inside the zone. Bernardi. Backhand centering attempt hit the back of the net. Lavalley's down there as well. Bernardi. Then it's flipped out. This is going to be an icing call against Team Superior, so Team Midwest will have an offensive zone draw. This one will come to, I believe, the right of Claire McGuire.
So finally a favorable spot for the faceoff here as Team Midwest just trying to get on the board here in this all-star game, down 4-0, but here's a chance. They've also got 3 players of the same team out on the field, on the ice, with a chance to take a shot here from close range in the field.
Yeah, you're getting 2 of the 3 line mates are from the Warhawks. That puck dumped down low. Or Badger City, I should say. Badger City. And then that one's covered up by McGuire. Well, yeah, you have Cowan and Fulton of Badger City in there for Team Midwest on this current line, along with a Leafs line mate. Broderick. Backhand shot on McGuire, and McGuire covers up. Good job by Broderick. Check that. I had my names wrong there, so I had the wrong numbers for Badger City. No, I did. It's Cowan and Fulton, along with Broderick on the line. Go with my first call. Here's Bryn Clare behind the net over to Sorcy. Sorcy, try to push it ahead. It'll give and go between Clare and Sorcy, and then it's shoveled out to center ice. Team Midwest will take possession and try and circle around Lauren Deutsch. Here's Sorcy. Inside the zone. Stick handles between one player. Shot on net. Save made by Francis. Then that shot goes to the back wall. I see Team Superior humming along in the zone, trying to get a 5th goal. But Team Midwest goes the other way. Cross ice pass stolen away. That was Cowan. Cowan's been on the ice a long time, and now she's heading for a change. Kind of tired there towards the end. Bryn Clare centering pass. That's picked off. Sarah Scott trying to shovel it inside Superior zone. She does. When it's thrown back out, and it gets flipped into the Team Midwest bench. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off.
Eric, as you would expect, Team Superior, they're all smiles down here, especially Claire, who had to go earlier in the game. You can see her just smiling, that bright smile as she skated right past me here at the penalty box.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's supposed to be a fun game, and it is. And now Superior looking to add on. Shot on net, save made. Nice job by Michaela Francis to deny. Now there's a scramble in front of the net, and then the puck goes over to the near corner. Some dangerous times there for Team Midwest and Michaela Francis, but they're able to get the puck back into Superior zone.
That was a great save by Francis, Eric. That puck looked as if it was earmarked for the 5-hole. She was able to close it up at the last minute. Puck poked away.
Trying her best to keep the team, within 4. Best she can do right now. She can't score, but she's got to help deny opportunities from Team Superior, and they've been on the rush. Here they are again. Drop it back to the far near point, back to the far point. Slapper from the top of the far circle. That one goes wide. Had a lot on that one. Emily Teska, we've seen her a couple times. She's got a cannon of a shot. There's Belkin with a centering attempt. That skips underneath the stick of Hartnett. Otherwise, she was right in on Claire McGuire. Now on the far wall, coming up on 1 minute remaining in period 2. Backhand over to the near wall. Team Midwest inside the zone. Hartnett overskates it. Then that's going to be pushed up ice by Team Superior, Natalie Gasecki of Badger City. She'll carry it in the zone. Drop pass. Trying to get it back over to Gasecki, but then she goes behind the net. And too many dark jerseys behind the net. Midwest looks to clear out of the zone, and they will. And carrying it through. Here's shot and a score! Sherman breaks the scoreless drought for Team Midwest. Lily Sherman with a goal. And you can see she's going to rip this one past McGuire. Right over to the left shelf. And Lily Sherman gets the goal for Team Midwest. They're on the board. They trail 4-1. Shot on net. That one's paddled aside by Francis. Centering attempt. Francis trying to cover up, and she's able to glove that one as Superior's looking to get that goal back right away. But Francis able to deny. You can see this scramble in front of the net, and then Francis eventually able to fall on it, with Superior trying to get that goal back in quick fashion.
Sometimes in all-star games, defensive players or goalkeepers, it's hard to really show why you're in the all-star game. How you do it is by making high IQ plays like we've seen out of Francis the last 2 times.
Yeah, she's really helped out Team Midwest there as they try and claw their way back into this game. They got one. Collision there at the blue line. That was unintentional there. They both collide. Now friendly banter between Hawks players as we go to the period break. So we'll go ahead to third period action coming up. It is 4-1, Team Superior over Team Midwest in the girls 19U National Division All-Star Game on Marquee. Back at the Rosemont Ice Arena as we get ready for third period play. It's Team Superior with a commanding 4-1 lead over Team Midwest here in the Girls 19U National Division All-Star Game, Midwest Superior Girls Hockey. And in Game 1, it was Team Midwest coming out on top. Here in Game 2, Chris, it's Team Superior who took up a 4-0 lead, and then a late goal there by Team Midwest to get on the board, at least by Lily Sherman, but it's an uphill battle here for Team Midwest.
And that's because Team Superior, they are unrelenting. They're continuously going to the net, putting shots on the net. Team Superior, despite this being an all-star game, I don't know if you can make a statement in the all-star game, but it's almost a statement-type performance from the team that's sitting to my right here.
All right, so now we have the third period goaltender change for Team Superior, and that is going to be for Badger City. That is Ella Gunai in net. So it's Gunai to our left, and then still in net for Team Midwest to our right is Michaela Francis, who took over, what would you say, about halfway through that second period, Chris? I think that's about right.
Yeah, we've seen, I think both substitutions with the keepers have been at about the 10-minute mark. So that's why I was saying earlier, I think maybe the last 10 minutes could be up for grabs here in this third period.
All right, so we're underway here. Third period action, 15-minute periods. And it's a 4-1 lead for Team Superior, who's going, there's a shot that goes wide of Gunai. And Team Superior will be left and right, left to right here in period 3, and Team Midwest right to left. Here comes Team Superior skating up along the near wall. Stick handling was Sorcy, lost the handle to her teammate Houlihan, and Houlihan throws it over to the far wall. When I say teammate, her regular teammate, not her all-star teammate, as that one's deflected on net, and then making the easy save is Michaela Francis. Here you can see the little flipper, and she's able to track that one and hold on for the face-off to her left of Michaela Francis. On the draw, it's Bernardi going up against Sorcy. Sorcy and Superior win the draw. Diane had it, lost it, and now here comes Team Midwest, but that puck was too far out in front. Trying to get it over to Ellie Hartnett, but it was too far out in front for Hartnett. Now Superior looks to go the other way. They will. Up ice pass to Sorcy, who holds on to it. She's going to skate for a little, and then trying to get the offense set back on track. Shot on net, glove save made, and a good job. Michaela Francis holding on with Sorcy bearing down to her glove side. So if she lets that one go, Sorcy's there, very opportunistic, looking for the rebound attempt. Face off now to the right of Francis. And it'll be Cowan on the draw for Team Midwest. But it's kept in by Deutsch and Team Superior. And Cowan shoveling it ahead. Kept in at the far point. Still inside Midwest zone. Hurdle. Rolls it behind the net. Landon tried to throw it towards the crease. She gets a second attempt at it and throws it over to the far corner. Landon battling over in the near corner, looks over her shoulder, has a player behind the net, and Deutsch. Here's Deutsch. Circling between the circles. Gets the puck back, far circle. Tried to cross ice pass to Landon, but then it was picked off. Puck is loose. And it's kept in by Superior. So Superior putting on the pressure inside the Midwest zone, looking for goal number 5. Bryn Clare takes a tumble. And it's kept inside the zone. Clare flipping it towards the net. And then Hurdle just deflects it up in the air. Team Midwest still trying to get it outside the zone. Hurdle circling behind her own net, trying to elude some back pressure there. Now Hurdle will bring it up ice. Gets the pass inside the zone. I think Jenna Nisevic. And that one denied by Ella Gunai. Puck goes in the near corner. Haven't had a lot of play to our left here in this period as Superior was putting on the offensive pressure, but now Team Midwest trying to get an opportunity here, but it's going to go the other way. Natalie Gasecki for Badger City had it for a moment and then tips it back into Team Midwest zone.
Tough break for Gasicki because she came off the bench, almost had an odd man rush, but couldn't quite handle the puck.
She got it back that time. Oh, and that one rang off the crossbar and then down in front of Michaela Francis, and she holds on. See if we can get a look at that one. And you'll see the shot deflect. There's the initial save, though, so that's a save by Francis there. But now we get the goaltender change. Coming in for Team Midwest. Oh, so they have 4 goalies. So that's why I didn't see that initially, Chris. They have 4 goaltenders on the roster. This is Sophia Leclerc. So that explains the shift in goalies here as Sophia Leclerc now comes in for Team Midwest to tend that, I'm assuming, for the duration of the game. I don't see 5 goaltenders.
Yeah, good job. Actually, good usage by the coaching staff then, finding a way to get all 4 into this game because they only got 3 periods.
Centering attempt, that one goes wide, but nice last save there by Michaela Francis before she heads off to the bench and kind of keep it a 4-1 game. Under 11 minutes to play here in period 3, 4-1 lead for Team Superior as Sullivan has it. Far point, flip towards the net, skittered, and then a deflection attempt. That one goes awry. By Riley Cowan. Shot on net deflected. We're in the dual Cowan setup there, Chris, as there is a Sydney Cowan on Team Midwest and Riley Cowan on Team Superior.
Right, a chance to see 2 players go at one another that are very familiar with one another. Same last name, same teams.
There's Broderick for Pastorick, I'm sorry. Pushing it up ice, deflected. Zhang had it for a moment and lost it. Team Midwest gathers it back, trying to get something on net here. Shot, and that one sails over the crossbar of Ella Gunai. That one coming off the stick of Ellie Hartnett. That one flipped into the near corner. Superior comes up with it along the near wall, throwing it out to center. Sorcy. Nyan had it, and then she trips. Back out to center. Hartnett shot, not a whole lot on it, but that one went just wide of the right post of Gunai. Puck slapped over to the near wall. Teska pulls it off. Tried a self-pass, but it was picked off. Hartnett dropping it back to Pastorick. Teska in on the play. Then it rolls out to center. And now dumped in by Superior. Bernardi up along the near wall. Bernardi tries to elude a defender, had the puck stripped, and then thrown out to center. But there's support there for Team Midwest. Hannah Houlihan battling. A 5-player battle along the far wall. And then skating after it now will be Sarah Scott. Scott tries to push it up ice along that far wall, kept in by Superior. Thrown towards the net, and a save made there by Sophia Leclerc. Still in by Superior, though. Team Midwest can't clear, and now Houlihan does and shovels it ahead. 1-on-1 here. Skating through, trying to push it through, but then eventually Team Superior was able to catch up. Now Sorcy. Shot, tried to stick it between the wickets of Sophia Leclerc, but she denied it. And a nice save made by Leclerc on Sorcy, who's always dangerous, number 18 in blue.
We've certainly seen Sorcy all over the ice in this matchup, but how about Leclerc coming in, immediately facing fire, and so far turning Team Superior away on all shots faced?
Yeah, both Leclerc and before her, we had Michaela Francis. Did a really good job. All the goaltenders did a really good job, but those two especially have kind of like held things in check as best as they could while Team Midwest tries to battle back here.
But a good job of standing up to Team Superior because, once again, unrelenting assault on the net.
Yeah, that is without a doubt. Here's Superior, pass along the far wall. And now carried over the blue line by Deutsch. Deutsch trying to get it over to Landon. Reese Landon. And now going the other way will be Jenna Nisevic. Nisevic carries it inside Superior zone, but then has the puck taken away. Now Superior behind their own net. Out to center ice. Inside the zone now. Cross ice pass. Houlihan knocks it away for the moment. Well, then that's picked back up by Napolitano. Sullivan behind the net. Gets a back pass over there to Natalie Gasecki. Now back to Sullivan. Stops. Sullivan looking for an outlet here. And she's hounded by teammate Houlihan from the Hawks. And then Sullivan backhands it below the goal line where Cowan gets it over to Gasecki. Gasecki dumps it down low. Picked back up by Riley Cowan. And now Sullivan for Superior. Good zone time here for Superior. Sullivan stick handling. Shot save made by Francis. Or Leclerc, Sophia Leclerc making that save, and another one off the shot, initial shot from Sullivan. Now behind the net, Sullivan. Swept away by Houlihan, however. Looking to get Midwest a clear as we get under 6 minutes to play. Centering attempts deflect between the circle, and then fanning on it was Napolitano. And now going the other way goes Team Midwest. Gabby Belkin. Throwing it on net. Save made. Rebound is loose. And then over to the near corner they go. Belkin backhands it down low. Puck deflects out front. Superior pushes it ahead. Sorcy trying to get through three defenders. Wasn't able to get all the way clear, and Fitzpatrick steals and pushes it ahead to Sherman. Sherman with the lone goal for Team Midwest has the puck swept off her stick. And now Sorcy goes the other way again. Sorcy tried to get it between the legs of Hurdle. Hurdle didn't know she had stopped it. Now looking over her shoulder to find where Sorcy is. Here's Hartnett. Hartnett for Team Midwest will just dump it in. That's paddled behind the net by goaltender Ella Gunai. And we're under 5 minutes to play. Here's Sarah Scott for Team Midwest. Stick handles, loses handle, and Zhang backhands it into Team Midwest territory. Up ice to Fitzpatrick. Taken by Superior. Inside the zone they go. And they flip it towards the net, and holding on, making the save is Sophia Leclerc. Not a bad idea there from Madison Strokas. Just kind of throw it towards the net and force Leclerc to make a play. 3:51 to go here in the third period. It's a 4-1 lead for Team Superior. As they're closing in on the final horn of period number 3. Team Midwest has to get a barrage of goals here in the final 3.5 to get the equalizer. As Chris Rouse, our second member of the broadcast crew down at ice level, mentioned, it's a relentless pursuit here by Team Superior. And again, a lot of our play has been to our right in this period. And at the end of the game, Chris will effort to interview one of the players of the game. And that one goes in for icing. I think we'll trying to effort to get Bryn Clare as our post-game interview.
Yeah, we'll try to talk to Bryn Clare, but also a number of goal scorers. So if we don't get to Bryn, we have quite a few options.
Yes, you do. Face off to the right of Elagunai. Inside Superior zone. They'll take it behind the net. Circling there is Serena Galani. Trying to get it outside the zone, kept in by Midwest for the moment. And shoveled on net. Oh, that one almost deflected on target, but goes over to the near wall. Puck kept in at the blue line. Nicely done there. That was Galani with the keeper. No, check that. That was Abby Holfelter with the keeper. Wrong jersey. Here's Superior. Dump it inside Midwest zone. Immediately going the other way is Bernardi. Bernardi dumps it down low. Has some support, however, as inside the zone is Allie Fulton of Badger City. But then it comes out to the neutral zone. Here's Superior. Houlihan. Being bothered there by Riley Cowan. Now here's Riley Cowan. Backhands it over to the near point. Puck is deflected over to the far corner where Sullivan tracks it down for Superior. Behind the net to Gasecki. Centering attempt, trying to get it back, give and go to Sullivan, but that attempt was denied. Down to a minute and a half. Superior back inside the zone. Politano leaves it to Gasecki. Gasecki behind the net, centering. Oh, quick attempt there from Sullivan on the quick pass from Gasecki, and a nice save by Sophia Leclerc. And we'll be under 1 minute to play here shortly. With Superior holding the 4-1 lead.
Pretty good shot there from Houlihan. However, it hit right off the post. She was able to actually nutmeg the keeper, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to get that fifth goal if they can. Into Midwest zone they come. Here's Pasterik. Pushing it ahead now. Over to Nisevic. Nisevic skates over the blue line. Top of the near circle. Throws it on net, and a save made by Elagunai. Oh, wait, did that sneak through? No, she covered it up. Gunai able to make the save here with 30 ticks on the clock. Keeping it a 4. Oh, no, they did score. So Ava Broderick gets the goal. All right, no wonder. It took forever because it was accidentally swept in the net by Gunai. And Ava Broderick gets the goal for Team Midwest. That's the only goal here in period number 3, making a 4-2 game, but there's only 10 ticks on the clock. Zhang tried to backhand it on net, unable to. Now, here's Belkin carrying it up ice. 2 seconds, 1. We're going to run out of time. And our final score here in the 19U National Division All-Star Game is Team Superior 4 and Team Midwest 2. Team Midwest comeback effort there. They got 2 goals there, the last 2 goals of the game. But too far out in front was Team Superior, and they win the 19U game by the score of 4-2. And the team will have the handshake line, and then shortly after that, Chris Rouse will be out at ice level, and he'll try and gather up one of the goal scorers from today's game. Initial attempt is to get with Bryn Clare, but if not, he'll try and effort to get someone from our scorers from today's game. But a good effort there from Team Superior. They got out in front 4-0, and they never looked back. Team Midwest with a couple late goals to make it interesting, but Again, too far out in front was Team Superior, and they win the game by the score of 4-2. And now we're going to get our interview down at ice level, and we're going to bring it down. Chris Rouse is with Bryn Clare.
Hello, Eric. I'm here with Bryn Clare. Bryn, you got the opening goal of this All-Star game. So how does that make you feel to score the first goal of this All-Star game?
Not gonna lie, that was luck. I was losing the puck the whole way up, and then I just kind of chipped in the net. It went in. It
Okay.
felt good though.
Okay, after you scored the goal, though, the rest of the team, it seemed like it was relentless fire on the net. Did you share any tips for the rest of your teammates?
No, I feel like everybody was pretty motivated by each other and like seeing the other girls skate harder, and I feel like that kind of kept us going forward in the game.
And here you are playing in the All-Star game. So how does it feel for you to play in this All-Star game right before the holiday? So how does it feel to play in the All-Star game, and what are your plans for the holidays? What are you excited about for the holidays coming up?
It feels really good. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm glad my family and friends got to come watch me play, and it's kind of fun to kick off the holiday season, you know.
Understandable, and also you had a great performance. So congratulations on your goal, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you, Eric.
All right. So congratulations to Bryn Clare, and congratulations to Team Superior as they win this game 4-2 in the NIHL Girls 19U All-Star game here at Rosemont Arena. Well, that'll do it here from Rosemont Arena. Again, your final score is Team Superior 4 and Team Midwest 2. I want to thank you for joining us on Marquee Sports Network and on the NIHL TV network. And we want to thank, again, the Rosemont Ice Arena staff for allowing us to broadcast these 4 games as we did the 12U and 14U All-Star games over on the East Rink as well. For my partner, Chris Rouse, this is Eric Willowite saying so long from the Rosemont Ice Arena, Team Superior 4, Team Midwest 2 in the 19U All-Star game. So long, everybody.